Hey, good Sunday morning, everyone. This is Joe. Welcome to my scripture reflection for Sunday, January 28th. I guess I just needed to get that cough as I do most days, so excuse me for that. I just wanted to share with you that I had an interesting experience. I watched Bella and Paisano after we took a nice long walk yesterday. I watched them sack out for a nap in almost the exact places that Daniel and Shelby did. And I realized that their personalities are so much different. However, they are just so loving, so sentient and caring in the way they conduct themselves. And they just love to love. All animals have that amazing ability, even though they have different personalities. And I think deep down, all of us humans do too. It's just a matter of finding a way to pull it out of ourselves each day and share it with the world. And I hope these videos that we do together help you do that, as that is totally my intent, is to get more compassion into the world. So, with that, I will ask you to quiet your minds and hearts as we prepare to hear today's gospel, which is from St. Mark, chapter 1, verses 21 to 28. Then they came to Capernaum, and on the Sabbath Jesus entered the synagogue and taught. The people were astonished at his teaching, for he taught them as having one authority and not as the scribes. In their synagogues was a man with an unclean spirit. He cried out, "What have you to do with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God." Jesus rebuked him and said, "Quiet, come out of him." The unclean spirit convulsed him, and with a loud cry came out of him. All were amazed and asked each other, "What is this?" A new teaching with authority. He commands even the unclean spirits, and they obey him. His fame spread everywhere throughout the whole region of Galilee. Sometimes we read the miracles of Jesus in the Gospels, and we are led to believe, and I've done this many times, that they are way beyond our abilities. Well, I think there's times, and this is one of them, where we need to take a step back and realize that what Jesus is doing, we can do as well. And today is a perfect example to discuss that. Yeah, you might be saying to me, wait a minute. How can I pull out unclean spirits out of myself and others? Well, we can. Now, Jesus did it in a miracle based way, and maybe ours needs to be more work induced. But there's a reality here. Each one of us, being human, have some unclean spirits within us. We just do. It's part of who we are as humans. Some of them affect others, some of them affect only ourselves. Like self worth and the lack of self worth is an unclean spirit. And how do we get that out of us? Well, here's how we do it. We take the initiative and make it our priority over everything else. See, we get worked up about so many things. Today, there's going to be 2 football games played, and there will be incredible enthusiasm. And that's okay. But it should not go in front of the enthusiasm that we can have to have an ability to control our thoughts and our actions. And we do have that ability. And when we do as Jesus did. We pull out these unclean spirits out of us and we lead a much more peaceful and more purpose filled life. It comes down to priorities, my friends. And yes, we can do it. Now, there is a part two. Since all of us have unclean spirits, it's very important to only look at our own. We don't look at others. Yes, they have them too. Yes, we recognize them, but it is not for us to put that as a priority over our own unclean spirits within us. This cleansing is a beautiful way to spend each day and focus each day on our meditation, our prayer time, and say to ourselves, yes, I can direct my thoughts, I can direct my choices, and when I do, these unclean spirits really leave me as violently as they did the man in the gospel. And what an awesome thing that can be. Well, my friends, that's my message for you on this Sunday morning. I always hope it's helpful for you. I always welcome your comments and your thoughts, mostly as I always say, and I mean it, I appreciate you being here with me. Let us take a moment or two of silent reflection, and we'll end with a prayer. Most loving Jesus, give us the wisdom and the strength to direct our priorities where they need to be, on controlling our thoughts, our actions, and by doing so, removing unclean spirits from our heart, our mind, and our soul. Let us enjoy the task of doing so, recognizing that it will improve not only our own life, but the lives of everyone we interact with. My friends, I wish you all a wonderful Sunday today, and I hope to see you back here tomorrow. Take care, everyone.